Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time to eat and run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Monday, Mosh Pit. Hope you all had a fantastic Sunday weekend. It's cold, man. It's getting real cold out there. Stay safe for those of you who are getting hit by this Arctic blast. I know that we're getting chilly down here, thankfully, but this is going like past my tolerance of cold. Like anything like between 35 and 40 degrees, I'm happy. Anything below that, I'm like, yeah, now it's starting to become an inconvenience, I think. So we did have another video across 3,000 likes. Thank you very much for making it possible. Now we're only 17 away from the TM Trainer run. Also, today's hilarious meme of the day brought to you by Robe Boy G. Title thread was Invicta didn't even saw it coming. I'm just reading it word for word. From episode 925, the Guts throwing a boom fly to Invicta. Yes, indeed, that was something else. Indeed, that was a new one game. I gotta admit, if you don't know what Robe Boy G is talking about, then go check out episode 925. And yeah, and again, those of you who like, that would be a perfect time. Oh boy, it is gonna be 4 Victor Hotel X-Ray Echo Lima Romeo. We've got Explosivo and the Plum Flute. That's all you need to know. But yeah, like moments like that are the perfect time for you to use the clipping feature here on YouTube and post it to the Discord, because that kind of stuff is definitely going to be the stuff that makes the weekly or the monthly compilations that Mossies is going to be producing for us. And again, it's good to like recap those episodes and those moments, just because like it's that kind of stuff that like we would like easily forget about 9 months from now. Plotty, like, come on, man. Ain't nobody being. Oh, it's Curse the Blind too, and Tech Point Fizzle. Okay. But yeah, it's those kind of moments that you want to use the clipping feature here on YouTube, because that's the stuff that we want to preserve for the end of the year montages that we will be doing. And again, like that kind of stuff, the heavily edited stuff is not something that you're going to see all that often on the channel. But now that that Mossies has joined the team, as it were, he's been doing a lot of work behind the scenes that you guys and gals will be seeing the fruits of very soon. Again, on YouTube Shorts, on TikTok. Again, I do have an official TikTok. I know it's crazy to even say that at this point. Get How to Jump, which is way better than plum fruit. Sure, fruity plum flute. I'm all discombobulated today. It's early, man. It's real early. It's cold. Like I said in the intro, my tolerance for cold is like, I'm fine between 35 and 40 degrees. I'm happy there. Like it's pleasantly cold. Anything below freezing, and I'm like, okay. Like I'm starting to get like a little annoyed. And then anything below that is like, all right, this is no thank you. Jump into the fire there. I think my favorite part about that riff is don't know which song I'm talking about. Is Jump in the Fire by Metallica. Explosivo being hectic right now. You get a much needed movement speed up, and I will happily take it. So not a bad first floor. Explosivo is kind of one of those items that you don't really want to be around when it goes off, but if you have nothing better, it's a very good supplementary source of damage, I guess. So going on to last week's question of the episode here, would you used or would you not have used Genesis? And that was which item is the best, quote, best reroller in the game. We talked about Genesis, talked about the D4, talked about Missing No. And that one just so happened to have both of those, Genesis and Missing No. And there were a lot of people who were saying that, you know, Genesis, I'm surprised how many people don't like Genesis all that much. Just because, like, Genesis to me is just a controllable reroll. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. The most upvoted comment came from Sea-Dog, who said, I almost always use Genesis. I love the wackiness and potential crazy items I could get. And yeah, I mean, that's one of the aspects that I really love about Genesis, is just that you have way more control over what items you're going to be taking, rather than like a random reroll from like the D4 or Missing No, especially Missing No, because you have no control over any of that. The second most upvoted comment came in from Metallics No 1, number 1. I think it's Metallics number 1, who said, I always use Genesis. I can't resist using it. And then the third most upvoted comment came from Thumb7968, who said, I definitely would have used it due to lack of damage, but also the Devil Deal / Angel Deal rooms in the item pool. There's a good chance of getting a better run than before. And again, that's one of those things about Genesis that I do really enjoy, is that you can sort of manipulate you can manipulate the item pool that you get out of it. I don't really want to waste a bomb here, but I also don't want to jump in this fire because we're definitely going to get shot if I do that. Yeah, we got a golden heart. That's fine. Let's go ahead and see what's our boss room is going to be. By God. By God is Pin. Now, Explosive, though, is going to be pretty weak against Pin, although we just absolutely wrecked his world there. Okay. Yeah, we'll go Devil Deal, and yeah, we'll go ahead and take Brimstone. Brimstone, I believe, does... I think it activates Explosivo, maybe? I could be wrong about that. Go find out. Okay, well, we'll find out on the next floor then, I guess. So what a start here that we've got. You know, Old Bandage is fine, too, especially if we find some Temperance Machines or something. But there were some people who, in that thread, were talking about how they don't necessarily enjoy Genesis all that much just because, yeah, you're seeing Explosivo being added by Brimstone. They don't always use Genesis just because there are certain situations where you wouldn't necessarily want to reroll, or, like, you know, you didn't maybe get very good items from, like, different item pools. There wasn't, like, a large amount of item diversity there, so I can kind of get what they're talking about, but at the same time, it's like, if you've got a bad run anyway, like, you might as well just use Genesis, right? Like, it's very, very rare that you have Genesis and it will just get worse, you know? Soul of Isaac... Judgment, Ace of Diamonds. We can come back to this. I'm going to teleport out and go to the shop. So we'll get School Bag here if we want it. And I guess there's no reason not to take it. I've been sort of like trying to take School Bag a little bit more lately. Definitely helped us out in that greed run, that was for sure. Super glad everyone enjoyed the Lost greed run, even though it was a breaking run. I mean, hey, look, especially for a character like the Lost, like, you've got to do everything you can in order to succeed and win. And I mean, you know, if that means breaking the game for 40 minutes, then you know what? I'm willing to do that. Anything it takes to win. It was definitely a challenge. I was pretty nervous yesterday. Get ourselves a nice little tears up here from Eden's Blessing. Of course, that is also going to give us an extra item on tomorrow's run, so we got to make sure we remember that. And we've gone every which way but the way we want to go to the boss. We still don't have to go into the curse room yet. Hiram's gonna be how to jump, being a little bit of a bro here. Oh man, that was a lot of money. So we can use this money to re-roll. And I'm going to be super lazy here, but I do want to go back and get the Soul of Isaac in case we do get something that's worth taking. Demon Judgment. We don't have any hearts on the ground yet, so I'm not going to be tempted to taking that quite yet. Might as well take Eve's Birdfoot here. So the Soul of Isaac is going to essentially do what Tainted Isaac does, which is just give us a second item pedestal to choose from on every item pedestal. Bro, a six tapper, really? Yeah. A wooden nickel, I mean, it's not phenomenal. It's not phenomenal, but it's also not terrible. Because at least that's going to give us like a little bit of early game economy boost, right? So it's for only 10 cents. We essentially get to have a chance of making that up every single room we go into. I'm down with it. I don't know what's over there, but I'm firing at it. And I mean, even if we, like, the span between now and the end of this run, whenever that is, wherever that lands up, we're probably going to use the wooden nickel more than 10 times, meaning that we only have to get it to pay out basically just 10 times out of all those attempts, and it pays for itself. So Okay, we'll get another cent there out of Wooden Nickel. And look, I mean, Wooden Nickel is not a game-breaking, run-defining moment or anything like that, but it's got value, you know? I mean, we're already almost halfway of paying it off, and that's good business right there. Yeah, look at that. We're now officially halfway done paying off the Wooden Nickel. And Explosivo Brimstone is actually going to be pretty popular, or it's actually going to be pretty helpful here against Bombino. And what's nice about it is that we can apply the Explosivo debuff to essentially anything from afar, and also not have to worry about we don't have to worry about environmental objects getting in the way, because Brimstone is piercing and spectral. And look at that. That just paid for the Wooden Nickel. So we essentially just got the Wooden Nickel for free. So really, really good value there. And, you know, I like those kind of deals. Those kind of deals I can get behind. Get Gimpy here, too. I mean, hell, why not? Could have used the Soul of Isaac there, but I think it's probably better that we wait for... let's just wait for the... Let's wait for the Devil Deal to get by. I know it costs us an extra half heart there to get the golden heart, but, I mean, we're kind of flush with HP right now. We could go back and reroll more in the shop. I think I'd much rather go to another shop, because that one took us six freaking coins to reroll, and you know, I'm not going to support that business practice. Oh no, I'll take my business elsewhere. Might as well take Liberty Cap, and there is a sacrifice room here, but we do not have enough HP for me to realistically play that right now. However, it is nice to know that because we have the old bandage and Gimpy, we have a very decent shot at being able to turn that sacrifice room into more profit as well. Tigger might be there. Wow, Explosivo Brimstone. Who would have freaking thought that? Everyone knows I like the left hand, but not in this spot here. With this amount of money, this amount of potential items that we can get, especially money as well, I definitely want to try to get some more golden chests, more pickups. We don't have any guppy items to speak of right now, so the left hand, we might come back for it, but yeah. Go ahead and skip out on Blood Puppy there. Sorry, Blood Puppy aficionados out there. EH Dizzle. I mean, ain't gonna turn that down, and we get Explosive Diarrhea. But going back to it, you know, using the YouTube's clips feature, we are going to also incorporate Twitch clips as well into this new era of content from the channel. And if you want to get involved, then you know there is a clips feature that you can use on YouTube. I don't think it works on mobile, but you can post them into the Sinvicta Discord, and we'd love to see them, and all the best, most upvoted clips will get featured on the videos, and you know, we even put a shout out on there to those of you who clip them. So it's worth doing, and it's just gonna be a much more, I think, fun experience, not only for me, because we get to relive moments that I definitely will have forgotten about, but also just gets the mosh pit more involved. And we're already a very involved community. You know, a lot of people love to take part in the little events that we do. You know, we play games, we have fun. We have fun here. And this is just another way to sort of support the channel while also giving other people who may not see the streams or who may not have seen like some epic moments on the channel to relive them or even see them for the first time. Judgment here. Don't really want Judgment. I definitely want the Soul of Isaac. I'm willing to see what this rolls into, to see if we need to take the left hand. And yeah, that's gonna do it. So many people still getting upset that I skip over Succubus. Look, there's nothing wrong with Succubus, okay? There's absolutely nothing wrong with Succubus. And I will maintain that the reason why I don't take Succubus sometimes is just because it just doesn't fit the moment that we're in. or it's not the item that I necessarily wanted in the spot that we're in, right? So in this case here, I don't mind re-rolling Succubus just because I wanted to see if we can get a Guppy item, so that would justify us taking the left hand for Guppy. And in this case, it worked. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. That's just how it goes. There are so many people who take what I do and don't take in this game in terms of items so personally. It is hilarious to me. Like at the end of the day, again, I preach about it all the time. You can play however you want. You should play however you want. Don't let anyone tell you, oh, you should be taking this. Oh, I can't believe you didn't take this. Oh, why did you take this? No, screw that, dude. Screw that. Take what you want. And that's the same attitude that I operate under. I'm going to take what items I want and take what items I don't want. And just leave them there. I think this is going to be our best room for the potential to ball out of control here. I'm going to let Tech Point 5 do this first in case we do find the petrified poop. There we go. Now, I'm still going to leave with the left hand. Don't get me wrong. Cardio coin here. Very nice, very nice. And you can see what the play is going to be next here because we've got the sacrifice room and all these red hearts. Starting to run up against it in terms of boss rush, but this is definitely worth doing. I'm not going to take the left hand into the sack room. Let's see what we can get out of this sacrifice room here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Gimpy just paid out. Gimpy and Old Bandit just paid out simultaneously. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Okay, so let's go before we do that. Let's go check what's in the boss trap room. Movement speed. I do want movement speed. Just gotta be a little cautious here, obviously, especially with explosive flying all around the place. Be frail. Did Explosivo, like, get a buff or something? I don't remember it causing... For some reason, it's causing, like, massive amounts of damage on targets. Like, it's almost like, Common Cold... Not Common Cold, Nose Goblin. Like, it's dealing damage over time. I noticed that whenever we hit, it happened to Pin as well. On this run. Oh, another payout. A double payout from Gimpy and Old Bandage. I mean... Okay. So we don't even have to walk that far to get this payout here. We end up not getting an Angel Deal item, but we do gain a whole lot of HP and money out of it. Good lord. Ain't gonna poo-poo that. Inevitably, someone's gonna look at our money and be like, hang on a second now, buddy. I saw you pick up that one coin and it gave you like 18 cents. What kind of hacks you got going on over here? Say, well, Cletus, sometimes the game doesn't populate enough space on the ground to facilitate a bunch of coins, so it just stacks them on top of each other. And that just happens sometimes. So very good floor here, but we're running up against the boss rush. If we want to make it, we gotta hurry. I'd love to play that Judgment, but meh. And Curse the XL. Well, if there was one way that we were going to do it, it was going to be that way. And I do want both of these. Well, we don't really actually need Ouija board. I mean, it's a Tears Up. Definitely one Twisted Pair, though. Like 100% one Twisted Pair. World card is going to be absolutely instrumental in helping us get around Curse of the XL here. And here's where Here's where having the left hand may end up paying off. Now, we don't have to end up using... If you want to min-max this, you should still use a wooden penny after every single room. In every single full charge you get. I'm not doing it here out of pure laziness. If we didn't have school bag, then like I would have dropped it a while ago. Get a hangman card. We do have PH Dizzle. Get a health up. Hey, look at that. Just not gonna deal with that in there. Oh my gosh, why is Explosivo doing so much damage, dude? And we get a Magician card. We're looking for our Fool card. We still have plenty of time. It's like Explosivo is dealing double damage to bosses or something. Okay, we'll come back for those. Come back for that, although I do need to see what this is here. Gonna make this easy on us. And it is a moon card, so we will be able to teleport out of the boss rush. Now we can take our time. There we go, and I think taking damage here makes the most sense for Brimstone because we definitely need more damage. And that would be a butt ton of damage, although I don't like paying for it with an entire soul heart, but say la vie. Okay. We do get damage here. I'm actually going to take Box of Spiders because Wooden Nickel. But hey, look, Wooden Nickel, it did its duty, right? Like, it got us exactly what we needed. It got us lots of money. It gave us value. It paid for itself. It was a beautiful, beautiful transaction we had. Could have used how to jump to get out of the way there. I probably should have, but I was more annoyed than anything that we got a mega troll bomb spawn next to us while also dealing with one of the explodey flies. There we go. That's the good stuff. That's what you want. The left hand 4. That was a huge jump. Oh my gosh. Okay, you can stop giving us these mega bombs now, game. And yeah, we'll take the Book of Secrets over the Box of Spiders. That is going to give us mapping at least, which is nice. Double Soul Heart payout, very good. Everything's bueno, looking phenomenal here. Whoop. Yeah, I'll take Shoop over how to jump. We don't need how to jump anymore. There's our Fool card, by the way. Just resetting the statues here just so we don't have to deal with them. I mean, yes, I could walk through them without any problem, but why do it that way when you could do it the easy way? There we go. And yep, once again, we get ourselves a one item super, quote, super rare shop. Yeah, okay, game. Whatever you say. Upgraded shops, by the way. Already ranted and raved about how annoying it is to upgrade something in this game and have it just regress. Just be the opposite of what you want it to be. That's repentance, baby. Book of Secrets here. We do automatically get mapping out of that. We do not want Cursed Eye. See, to me, like I'm watching Explosivo, it's not doing any like damage over time on regular mobs. For some reason, it just blew up the bosses. It's almost like it was doing like compounding damage on like multi-segmented bosses. Can't really justify going into the whoops. Can't justify going into the curse room for now. We did miss our secret room, so I'm gonna double back for that. Hey. I may have seen there that Explosivo can attach itself to statues and spikes. So you gotta be careful about that as well. It's almost like the ramp up time of Explosivo has been changed since the last time I played around with it, because this seems like things are exploding a lot faster, which is good. Like I think that in a certain way, I mean, you got to be careful obviously, but I guess we have a full card. We'll go check it out, and it is gonna be Guppy's head. So yeah, buddy. I'm gonna take Guppy's head over Shoop. It's kind of a side grade, the Shoop, but the flies will give us a little bit more consistent damage than Shoop to Whoop here. Turning away from the host so it, you know, does something. Now we are only one away from Guppy, and oh my god, we got something other than explosive diarrhea. I mean, I'll take another health up pill too. Like I'm not against that game. Yeah, I mean, hey, technically, I guess it is a health up. Speed up, take another one. Movement speed's now a little bit, so slightly above what I would like to say is optimal. 1.7, 1.55 to 1.75 is about it. Double Loki. It's a very odd arena here. It's squeezy. And can we get our third Guppy item? Got hit going in here. The answer is no. No, we can't. Why the spikes are still going, I'll have no idea. We don't have the Polaroid, so there's no real reason. Oh man, what a mess of a map this is. We pretty much have to see every single red chest here until we get Guppy. And what's good about Guppy's head here is we're just accumulating the Guppy flies. So when we do eventually come across a boss, we can just basically insta-give him, and that's it. Any more hands you got for this game, or are you done? You good? Okay. This is another room that I don't think I've ever seen before. Okay. Luckily, we did go the right way. Explosivo should do some work here against Mon. Man, oh man, that's a lot of damage. Do not get a Devil Deal, so we're going to have to hope that we get Guppy in the Dark Chest. And, yeah, path is pretty clear. Now, obviously, there's still a chance we can run into a red chest here in Shoal that gives us Guppy. Do we need Guppy? No. Do we want Guppy? Oh, yes. I'll take Lard. I don't mind losing some movement speed. As I said, anything between 1.55 and 1.75 is the sweet spot, in my opinion. I think that gives you the most control for the best amount of mobility without being out of control and also not succumbing to the Isaac Clown physics. Very clean on falling there. Man, oh man, it's like it does so much damage. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with this Explosivo Brimstone combo. It's doing things for me. You know, early on, I would say that Explosivo is more dangerous than helpful, and there it is. But obviously, with this run here, I mean, it's just been phenomenal. I will take Sack Dagger. We'll end it with 9 Liz Ives is going to give us Guppy. Incubus showing up as well. Welcome to the party, Incubus. It's great to have you. Sorry we didn't get your sister Succubus. He's been doing some pretty good payouts as well. So now we can, if we wanted to, we can drop the left hand. Doesn't really matter, obviously, because we are smoking this run. Getting absolutely diggity dunked on. What a run, man. What a run. Let's go see what we have to show for it in these secret rooms here. One more Eternal Heart. Super Greed. We're dead. We'll send it there. So thank you for watching, everybody. Man, oh man. Explosivo Brimstone. Who'd have thunk it? Not me. It absolutely tore up the game. Yeah, let's go see Delirium. We got a little time left. And Curse the Lost. All right, well, the game wants the video length to be a little bit longer, I guess. And meeting friends later on tonight for the playoff game. That's not till later, though. It's like a few hours from now. Range up's gonna be very good for our unlimited range Brimstone. Now I'm really keen to see what Explosivo Brimstone does to Delirium. Oh my gosh. Is it just destroyed? I mean, it just ate Blue Baby's lunch right there. Health up, might as well take it. I think we're done with Mr. Left Hand. Thank you, Left Hand. You're a gentleman and a scholar. He helped us out greatly. Now, could we take Void for more stats? Yeah, we could. Now, who's to say? Who knows how many more items we're going to see on this run? In terms of item pedestals. Guppy Fly's kind of doing their thing here. Give me another Stanley fight. There we go. Much faster, much cleaner this time around. Potato peeler. Yeah. Okay. We go down to Horror Babylon state, which is fine. We also get some damage up out of it, of course, and the scaling with Brimstone is so good. Any damage ups that you can get is just going to be super valuable. I mean, damage ups are always valuable, but you know what I mean. Like, its scale is even better. Not only on top of that, we also have, of course, the multiplier from Cricket's head, and also the Guppy Fly DPS to factor into that. So any damage up is a great up for us. Now we begin the long process of trying to find out where the hell to go. Curse of Lost and Void is about the worst thing ever. Nullifying all your mapping. And combine that with some Invicta navigation, and this 30-some-odd minute video is now probably going to turn into an hour-long video. Just to be honest. At least it's not taking forever to clear these rooms. I'll watch Skolex's health here. Oh my god, look at the Explosivos. Excuse me? Sir, you do not belong here. Put it out of its misery. You're not meant for this world. The scariest thing I've seen all day. Bodiless Skolex. No, thank you. All right. There we go on whatever side that is. I think the south side of Void. It was terrifying, whatever it was. Get ourselves the tears up, which doesn't actually matter. And we're still looking for that Delirium. Now, how many rooms do you think it's going to take us before we find Delirium? 20, 30, 40, or maybe right here. All right, let's see what Explosivo does to Delirium. Now, one thing I will say is that Explosivo has to go off before Delirium shifts. Otherwise, it's not going to do much. Good damage there on Fallen Delirium. Explosions are making the jostling so much worse. God. There we go. Down goes Delirium. A little bit of extra innings for you. I don't know what that was up here, but man, gotta say, Explosivo Brimstone, what a heck of a combo. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you click this like button down below. Or remember, start using the clips feature and post them in the Sinvicta Discord. If you're not in the Discord already, you can join it by becoming a YouTube member here on YouTube, or a Twitch sub, or even a Patreon supporter. All those links you can find down below. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Have a great start to your week, everybody. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Riley Schaefer, Fred, and Katoryu. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Sinvicta.